All right. So, obviously, I've been a busy bee, but I said that for those who took the time to care for me, that I was going to make this, you know, just information for you guys, something to share because I've always kind of been that way, open for the most part. So, the first time I tried to record this, it turned out to be like 13 minutes. So we're gonna try and reduce some of that this time. So let's talk about time since January. Yeah, all right. Let's get this knocked out. So as some of you know, toward the end of January, I missed about 3 weeks on TV. At that time, I had contracted COVID. And actually, before I continue, let me go ahead and point out something because I did see some disturbing and just rude remarks toward Mia Yim. Some stating that it was her fault that I was gone, and some stating that she gave me COVID and what have you. Let me go ahead and clear that up right now. That needs to be clear. Were it not for her, I don't know how things would have gone, to be quite honest. I contracted COVID, she did not. Actually, for like 3 weeks. And the only reason that she did contract it was because she refused to not be there and take care of me. And unfortunately, that ended up costing her an opportunity in the Royal Rumble. But that was a chance she was willing to take. So, at the end of the day, I'm grateful to her. And it's unfortunate that some of you are ungrateful because the reality is there's no telling how things would have gone without her assistance. So, uh, after that, I came back for one match against Mr. Riddle, and I believe that was February 8th. And then the next day, I got a call saying that there was something off in my blood. Some people may have experienced this thing where there's like an inflammation in the heart or lungs. For me, it was the heart, and that led to very scary times. I was basically forbidden from training or any activity outside of a light walk. So there was a fear that doing more than that there was a chance that I could just up and pass away. So, for 3 or 4 months, this was kind of the case, and I had several MRIs on my heart. By the way, I don't fit in those machines. It was terrible, and my shoulders really struggled with that. But we had to do what we had to do, right? So this became a fight against death, so to speak. And it took up until the company sent me to Pittsburgh to get looked at. And it was to the point where I was about to have to undergo genetic testing and all sorts of things because it was thought that there was a potential I could have a heart disease of sorts. Very fortunately, even though it took a long time, we waited that amount of time for that allowed the inflammation in my heart to eventually go down to normal. So, even though the first MRI was bad and then the second one was worse, over time, things got better here and there, and eventually, after that visit, I was cleared to try and get back into some sort of shape. That's where the real struggle is. But yeah, it took some time, and to be honest, it wasn't even certain that I was going to show up in Dallas in terms of on TV. So, for the people that cared, I greatly appreciate you. And You guys mean a lot more than you know. Some of you even more than that. Mr. Casey, you're one of them for certain. At the end of the day, I don't really know what's next, right? The idea for me is I fought the battle that mattered the most, and I'm healthy. And at the end of the day, that's all I can really ask for. That's all my family can ask for. Um, and now we fight to make the most of what we can do in this industry and just move forward. Isn't that what I always say? Forward march. The grind continues. It's forever. We fought death. I don't mind fighting anybody else. So we move forward, and I guess we continue to show exactly what it means to be limitless. Yeah. Until then, stay up, people.